Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And the Bears.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Chicago.
They go play action. Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gives this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
And 4.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 10. And the Bears 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with no score.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a long day. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
14. First down, Chicago.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Preston Smith Able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much. Maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The throw over the middle taken in. The 20, down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Mix the score. Packers 14. Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st down, Bears.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Trubisky to throw again. The screen pass here to Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle man.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Adams.
Pass complete to Devontae Adams. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Watch the run. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. 30.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Shelton Gibson, incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
To Aaron Jones. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of. Bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On first down, Rodgers steps away to his left. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Packers' 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Packers 17, Bears 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Jones
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
3 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Trubisky's pass.
14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35.
Score Packers 17. Bears 7.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Cohen. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Tariq Cohen, the Bears.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
The ball carried by number 8. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
First down, Chicago.
And lucky to get away with 1 there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Dancing to his left. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. Throwing once more. It's Trubisky. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Brings up
from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
A 12-yard gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Forced out to his left. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown.
Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Again, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Boy, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for 2, you cough it up. They almost returned it all the way to the other end for 2 for themselves.
You think electron ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it, it's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, come on. Hey, man.
Rodgers looking to throw. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the tackle.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Again, it's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Packers, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town.